Buongiorno, welcome to the Away Day Experience Show. This is Back in the Net, the AFC Bournemouth fan channel. My name's Sam Davis.
My name's Tom Jordan.
And the Away Day Show, if you've not checked it out before, is all about rating the Away Day experience at every Premier League ground. Because we go to every game, Tom.
We do indeed, mate, we do indeed.
And what happens is, we take a look at certain criteria, but we don't talk about the football match, do we?
No.
Never about the football match, because there are some matches you win and it could be an amazing away day. Some matches you lose like 9-0 and it could be awful. But we'll caveat that later on when you see our tier list. But we talk about a few categories, don't we?
We do. We go through the pre-match experience, what it's like to get there, what you do before the game, you know, if there's an away pub or whatever. Then we go to the concourse and the refreshments inside the stadium, what that's like. Is it spacious? What's it like money-wise? We're in London quite often this season, so it's been a bit dodgy. And then we go into the stadium itself and the view from the away end, and aesthetically what it's like. The atmosphere from the home fans, and then we talk about the people themselves that we talk to on the vlog and stuff, and we just get a nice little dissection of all the little things around the way there, but nothing to do with the game.
Nothing to do with it at all. And look, what we do is we score each of those categories individually out of 10, and that helps us form a guide as we then place it on the tier list. And here's the tier list right now. You can see it on screen, and you can see that, oh my God, so Liverpool, they beat us 9-0, but we've got a decent day.
Yeah, see, mate. There's nothing to do with the game, mate.
Hang on, we beat Wolves 1-0 and it's in they're not the best.
Nothing about the game. I've told you this. Nothing about the game.
So, which team are we doing this week? The champions-elect, maybe? Will they? I mean,
Can I just have a moment right, we're not talking about the game, right, let's go.
Let's go. Right then, where's it going to go on this list? I'm really intrigued. Let's start off with the pre-match experience. And look, London games, always nice to get to. Always prefer a 3 p.m. kickoff, and that's nothing got to say. Like, sometimes certain things are, really difficult, like the geographical location where it is. Obviously, we can't help that, so it's going to play a little bit into it. The kickoff time as well. But this one is a Saturday 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So we're happy with that. And usually, Tom, we would be getting the train in, but the trains these days are so unreliable and all over the place. The coaches all over the place. So we decided just to drive to North London, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we put M25, we come off at the junction, then we went through Cockfosters and then parked at Oakwood, where it's like relatively easy to park. And then from there, Piccadilly line, straight into Finsbury Park, about 20-25 minutes. Yep. Easy.
It was easy, yeah. Normally if anyone knows me, I hate London. I hate the tubes, I hate all that crap. But it was really, really simple. As you say, parked at Oakwood Station, it was just like a 20-minute tube straight over to Finsbury Park, where we got off and went to, what was it called?
The Faltering Fullback.
Faltering Fullback, which was mixed, wasn't it? Not just away fans, anyone go there. It was, a lot of people seem to speak highly of it, so I was looking forward to it because I haven't been in there before, and I really liked it, mate. Really liked it. I was a bit worried at first. There was a lot of people in there. The bar's quite small. They had a lot of staff. The amount of times you go to away games and you think, why haven't they just got more stuff? They had a lot of staff. They were quite good, I felt. I never was queuing for too long. There's a lot of space actually, because outside you've got like 3 floors.
It's huge, yeah.
And fortunately the weather was fine. And yeah, they had the early game on, which was Man City Newcastle. Yeah, good atmosphere in there because both sets of fans wanted Newcastle.
So one of the usual away day pubs, or a couple of them, were actually being refurbished or closed, which meant that a lot of people had to go to the other side of Finsbury Park Station. And yeah, there's the World's End there, and also the Faltering Fullback. There used to be a great cafe just down the road called Mega Cafe as well in Finsbury Park. Been there many times before, where you can order like a roast dinner at like 9:30 in the morning. Who does that? It doesn't serve food to Faltering Fullback, but that was okay because we'd planned. We bought our sandwiches, bought our brunch, and it's a pub that it's got a smallish bar. But they had plenty of bar staff, didn't they? And like you say, there's that big kind of darkened hall area to the side where it's a rugby pub, so they've usually got the Six Nations on there, or Premiership rugby or whatever, but they had a Premier League game, watched Man City Newcastle, you said. And then outside, it's like a labyrinth.
Yeah.
Hanging baskets, flowers, very floral, but it's a lovely little gem. But also the choice and range of beers and lagers there. True. If you are an alcohol drinker, all sorts of stuff, loads of different breweries there, and I really enjoyed it, mate.
Yeah, I do like it. One of the better ones, quirky.
Quirky.
Yeah.
Quirk.
Friendly staff and like you say, the football. I forgot about that. It is like mainly a rugby pub. It took the shine off it for me.
Apparently,
not a proper sport.
Royce Wiggins actually owns it.
What?
Yeah, Royce Wiggins.
What are you like?
Like faltering fullback.
Ah, well, I actually didn't know you were doing that, and that's really annoyed me. How did you get me? But yeah, we went in the Royce, and I liked it, mate. And you did say to me, you've been there before, haven't you? And you did say to me, it's a nice one. And
he's an ex-Bournemouth player, by the way, Arsenal fan.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. I'm trying to think of Andre Santos.
Yeah. Faltering fullback.
Crap left back. That's who Royce Wiggins was.
But from there, it's only about a 20-minute walk, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, that's always handy when it's not too far. And yeah, I did enjoy it, mate. I did enjoy the pub. Really
you know what I didn't enjoy?
What?
Walking past Wig World.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of wigs in there, wasn't there?
It's just like trying to fucking...
Oh yeah. Did you
rub salt in the wig? No, I didn't buy anything.
There's a lot of wig. There was a lot of wig shops, wasn't there?
Pax Wig World. Why is that? Why is North London the capital of like wigs?
Yeah, that was weird. And I'll tell you what's weird about walking, because obviously this is pre-match, so walking to the ground. The amount of there was people like serving food out their front rooms.
Yeah,
that's cool. I'd do that.
Yeah, like enterprising North Londoners love that. And you know what? It's just got quite a nice vibe. I think the vibe is probably helped by the fact that their team are doing so well at the moment.
Of course.
It's not that kind of tense Emirates feel
they're all
like it used to be. Yeah, they're all expecting a win. Yeah. So they're all very jovial people. I've got to say.
Whereas we're about to now go, we lose every week anyway.
And also we came together in the pub because we both wanted Newcastle to win for different reasons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a shame that didn't happen. But yeah, obviously we love Eddie, and they need to City to drop points. So yeah, it was a nice feeling in there. I spoke to Arsenal. Obviously we'll come on to the people later. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, mate, for a pre-match experience. So I'm going to go quite high.
Go on.
I'm going to go for an 8.
Ooh, 8 out of 10. Well done. Okay, 8 out of 10. Right, the next on to Concourse and Refreshments. So yeah, you go to the Emirates and it's actually quite a spacious concourse, I think. It's actually, we took, I don't know, a couple of thousand or so, but I thought it didn't feel cramped whatsoever.
No, I liked it. There's been so many, you'll see if you've watched any of the previous shows, sometimes it's really frustrating in the away end because you think, they know that how many fans are coming and it's so crowded and the staff, not enough. They got it back, I mean, it's a big stadium, isn't it? So they've got it bang on. It was quite easy to get any refreshments you need, pint for me.
But was it pricey?
Price, yeah.
Was it?
I got free, obviously it's my round.
Yeah.
I got free Camden.
Oh, Camden House.
Camden House.
You know what? Love a house.
Which there's not been that on offer all season, I don't think.
Yeah.
So,
they've got if you have it in a pub, you got the sort of unique, a wide pint glass. Looks looks a business, but obviously yours have been in a plastic.
So 3 pints. What would you?
Oh my god, I'm guessing. £22.50?
No, it was just shy of 20 quid. £19 something.
Still quite a bit. I mean, what would we be paying? Dean Call, like about 15?
Yeah, I'd say a £5. Yeah, but it is what it is. I expect that. And it was nice to have that option. But yeah, the concourse as it goes, I really like it. I just the fact that it was spacious and easy and we could all have a bit of a sing song. Just going into the game slightly, we were winning at half time, so we were all in good spirits at half time, and it was nice that you could kind of jump around and there was loads of space and you could just park your pint up. And,
pretty good range of food as well, and also like if you don't go to the main concession counter, there are these little kind of temporary trolleys that have got Camden Hells as well on draft as well. So
that's
you can literally go. So you got yours from one of there. So yeah, plenty of places to get a drink around there, but also the food range was good, pricey, but you sort of expect that. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 7.
7 out of 10 then for Concourse and Refreshments. Stadium and the view then, I mean, it's quite impressive. It's had a fresh lick of paint recently, the Emirates, so all of the kind of murals on the outside have been changed and updated, and it's a stadium that they've maintained really well. Of course, we know it's still like relatively new, but I do like the Emirates actually.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's very nice.
One thing I struggle with maybe as an away fan is the fact that it's where we are, it's not very steep. So it's a very kind of small gradient. Therefore, you haven't got much of a perspective, and when you are lower down, the players often crisscross. You don't really have any gauge of where players are really at. Sometimes I like a bit of a higher view, but to be fair though, it obviously cantilever roof, no pillars or anything like that. So wherever you are, it's a clear view. One thing I would say is that Steve Hensman's little lads, Ben and Adam, Ben was all right because there was a gap in front of him, but for Adam, there's no way that he would have been able to just stand. He had to actually stand on the seat to actually get a view, and that's because of that lower incline. At other grounds where it's more steep, he could just stand there and see relatively well, but he had to stand on the seat, but it was all right.
Obviously, I don't have any problems with that because I'm 5'6".
Yeah, crouching.
I did find that, thinking, God, it's a bit. But in general, I do like the stadium itself. It's nice. It's very. I mean, you see it afterwards. Obviously, we've seen loads of pictures since because of the way the game went. And it is beautiful. Yeah, it's a lovely stadium. So I can't go too long. Maybe it would have got a 9 if maybe the view was a little bit. Yeah, I'll go 8. I'll go 8.
8. And one thing I would say with regards to that as well, so you sometimes when you leave a big stadium it feels so congested when you leave, but it didn't really feel like that.
No, that's true.
It felt like it was relatively easy to get away. The Arsenal station, I mean, like queues are always there, but we went back to Finsbury Park. But so big stadium, a lovely stadium, but the Emirates, is this a library? Because it usually is. And look, a lot of people, football in general, they've been derided over the years for having a really poor atmosphere, but it's safe to say that their atmosphere, it sort of tessellates with how their team's doing, and it was better, but still not brilliant. Yeah,
this is one that I always say on these shows, that you have to go a little bit into the game, because that's gonna decide what the atmosphere is like, really, and that obviously we were 2-0 up.
We scored after 9 seconds.
We did.
So they didn't really have a chance to get going.
Yeah, and we did quiet them down because of that. Not that I thought our away end was brilliant or anything. I just think they were obviously expecting to win the game, and it was tough for them. But once they got 1 goal back, I thought they helped them over the line a little bit. They did improve and did help them. After the game and at the final whistle, it was absolutely party time. It was incredible.
Yeah.
During the game, it's a difficult one, because when I've gone to the Emirates before, it was a million times better atmosphere. But what I've been hearing, and the fact that they're top of the league are flying, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
But also, we've said as well, it's Bournemouth.
It is Bournemouth.
It's Bournemouth. Like, if they were playing Spurs, if they were playing a top 6 side, it would be raucous. But they're playing Bournemouth there, and they're set down expecting to be entertained with their side playing free-flowing football against a side who are mentally on the floor.
Yeah.
They just want to sit there and watch their team do so well.
Yeah, of course.
It's fair to say that I think if you had maybe got the atmosphere from the 97th minute and then spread it out over the whole game, I think it'd been quite good.
Yeah.
It's like the whole place was bottling its atmosphere until the very end.
Yeah, and then erupted. Yeah, for sure. It was that's the thing. As I say, the best I've ever seen the Emirates since going as obviously in the away end, seeing it. But wasn't as lively as maybe I thought. But at the full-time whistle, it was obviously euphoria.
One thing I would say is that I think it's like a local artist that did this, that wrote this North London Forever song, and it seems to have sort of captured the hearts of many Arsenal fans, and they play it before every game, literally before it kicks off, and that sounded good. I like that. Yeah. They got sort of more of an identity with that, and I think the feel-good factor obviously means that things are better at the Emirates, and I'm not sure I can sing that. Is this the Emirates chant with any real meaning anymore? Because it's actually all right. So with that in mind, what would your rating be for the atmosphere?
Well, because put it this way, the teams that seem to get this thing of they've got a good atmosphere. Anfield. Miles better.
That's what we should be singing. Is this Anfield? It doesn't work with the syllable, but.
Yeah, miles better. So, I'm going to go. If you watch the other video, they've been very poor this season. You've seen 2s, 3s. I'm going to go slightly above that. I'm going to go 6 for the atmosphere. But it was close to 7. But it would have been interesting if they had absolutely what the four of us what it would have been like. And I'm sure it's clearly a lot better than it's been in previous seasons. But for me, only just above average.
Okay, on to the people. Can I level with you?
Go on.
I like Arsenal fans. I quite like them.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Now, obviously, we said there is this factor that they're top of the league and that they're going to be happy. And if they were maybe in a two-way tussle with, say, Spurs, currently in 5th place or whatever, vying for that last Champions League spot as they have been for the last decade, then maybe there must be a bit more tension. But I don't know. That's the caveat that. Obviously, they're happy because their football team's happy. But in general, I think they're quite sound people, actually.
Yeah, I felt before the game and stuff, everyone I spoke to were really, really nice. And even like once the dust settled a little bit and you're seeing people on the kind of walking back to the station and stuff, they were quite humble and
They're quite respectful.
Yeah, you gave us a run for your money there. You took us to the wire and stuff like that, which was nice. The only thing I will say is that when I went out, it was quite. Ooh. They were obviously buzzing, which I totally, looking back from it now, I think, well, of course they're going to be like that. But in the moment, there's Bournemouth fans everywhere, and they're running everywhere, all over, running to the away end. You just think, I know you're absolutely buzzing, but you only need to do that to the wrong person, and it could get a bit, and it doesn't need to get like that. Just go and enjoy yourselves, but they'll come to the away end a little bit. Youngsters, obviously. But in general, yeah, I agree with you, mate. I think they were decent from what I experienced anyway. It seemed like a decent bunch.
I think if it was 3-2 and that third goal had been scored like on 75 minutes, for instance, then I think everyone would have had that euphoria and they'd have got it out of their system.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
when they leave the stadium, they'll have just gone home.
Yeah.
Rather than come over and goad us. And it was quite interesting on the thumbnail for the vlog, which thanks for the views and all the lovely comments on that. If you're watching, honestly, that truly does mean a lot. But I sort of fused two photos together for the thumbnail, so it was obviously the disappointed face, but then in the background this Arsenal fan hanging over the second tier doing that.
Yeah, I love it.
I just thought classic, but that doesn't like depict what most Arsenal fans have been. And the comments on that video actually shows a lot of humility and a lot of people actually feeling our pain as well.
Yeah, and I think
they're all right.
The fact of the matter is, if they had won like they did, which they did, in last kick of the game, and after the game it was just nothing, we would be criticising them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hate this kind of celebration police that are all like, oh, you only beat Bournemouth. Well, this could help them to the title, for God's sake.
That's what Ian Wright said on Match of the Day.
They've got to be buzzing. Of course they're buzzing. So I get it. Yeah, it was just for us in that moment. I was just like, oh, we just thrown it away. Like, everyone fuck off.
And that bloke that we met just on the way to Finsbury Park Station on the way back as well. That just outside. He was really lovely as well, and probably representative of most Arsenal fans. So
I think they're aware we've still got to play Tottenham this season, so they'll keep us on side. Do you know what I mean?
All right, with that in mind, then, out of 10,
7.
Oh, I was thinking that. Thinking that 7 out of 10.
7, just like the 97th minute.
All right then. Yeah, it should have been 96, right? We're not bitter. Let's bring up the tier list. Here it is. Right. Okay. So there we go. We see that Newcastle is banging visit. We've got Liverpool, Forest, Fulham, Brentford, and then some big clubs: Man City, Man United, Chelsea aren't doing so well. West Ham are doing all. I don't know where this is going to go, mate.
I think I've made my decision.
I think I know where it's going to be as well.
Yeah, I think it's tough, isn't it? No, I do.
I think you're going to put it in Can't Complain.
I'm not.
What?
I'm not going to put it in Can't Complain.
But the atmosphere wasn't.
No, I know, but then
Mate, you had to take out a loan for your beers.
This is very true. But then I'm looking at, obviously, I always say this on the show, probably at the end of the season we'll go back and maybe have a little review on it. Because
you hate London?
I do hate London, because it's easier to compare. But I'm looking right now and looking and Can't Complain and going, it was take away the game, as we do.
Right.
It was a better away day than them through. Miles better than them through.
I suppose Man City didn't have a pub.
Crap.
Yeah.
Listen, Can't Complain. So actually,
Leeds, the view was crap.
Yeah,
Man United was touristy.
Yeah.
Did you not get the tourist vibes from Arsenal? We had some away fans in the home end.
Yeah, it's always happened with us, and it is annoying.
It's got to be Can't Complain.
No.
What?
Stop complaining. I ain't Can't Complain. I'm going decent day, mate.
Are you gonna have a
I'm overruling. It's going in decent day. It's just as good. It's just as good as Liverpool.
No,
it was. It was in a way. Fulton fullback.
Okay.
Absolute dream. Liked it.
Yeah.
Really, really good boozer. People, you just said, I quite like the Arsenal
Mate,
fans. It's in decent day.
I had to walk past a shop that sold wigs.
Yeah, I know. Right, you're still bitter about that. This is all it is. This is all this is. You're salty about the wig shops. Listen, you said you like people.
Have it.
Listen,
Hear
me out. You like the people. You said it yourself. You quite like the people.
Yeah.
You said yourself, I like the Emirates. It's really nice, the Emirates, isn't it? I like the
But we had the
fullback.
twats invading the fan cams and stuff like.
Yeah, look, we cocked it up in the 97th minute. Let's just forget about that. The away day itself was decent. Decent day. Put it in.
All right, there it is. Decent day. I'm going to get my own back on the next one.
What is the next one?
I don't know. What is it?
Oh, Villa.
Oh, that's all right, actually.
Yeah. Have we got any more London ones? Oh.
Yeah, we got Palace.
Tottenham.
We got Spurs. Yeah, should be interesting. All right then, decent day. Tom's over. Like Arsenal fans, could there be a better pub that we could go to? Is there a route to the Emirates that doesn't involve walking past a wig shop?
Brilliant.
Rubbing it in. Let us know. And
I'm talking like I got loads of air. But this is my choice.
If we can do you a favour by getting a result against Tottenham Hotspur, we will do our best. Hopefully, it could be the shock of the season result. We thought the shock of the season was going to be against you. It didn't happen. Maybe we can get it against Spurs, maybe preventing them from getting whatever they're after. What was it? Champions League?
Top 10.
No, top 10, whatever. And maybe that will help our survival bid. Everyone needs Bournemouth in the Premier League, right? Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it, Tom. It's been a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure, mate.
Up the cherries. See you on the next one.
Bye. God, you're so bitter about the wig thing.